Chosen one, there is something about you that the world cannot understand. Something that makes them stare a little longer, think a little deeper, question a little harder. You've felt it your entire life, haven't you? That invisible mark, that divine signature written across your soul that whispers to the heavens and shouts to the enemy that you are not like the rest. Chosen one, let me tell you what I see when I look at you through spiritual eyes. I see fire. I see unquenchable fire that burns in your chest, in your belly, in your very DNA. This is not ordinary fire. This is the fire of the Most High, the same fire that burned in the burning bush, the same fire that descended on the day of Pentecost, the same fire that refines gold and destroys dross. But here's what they don't tell you about carrying this mark. Here's what the lukewarm church, the comfortable Christians, the religious spirits don't want you to know. This mark makes you dangerous. This mark makes you a threat to the kingdom of darkness. This mark puts a target on your back that was placed there before you took your first breath. Let's break that down. Target. What does that mean? It means the enemy saw you before you were born and said, that one has to be stopped. That one has to be silenced. That one has to be broken before they discover who they really are. And so the attacks began early, didn't they, chosen one? The rejection came before you understood what rejection was. The betrayal came from the people who were supposed to protect you. The abandonment came from those who promised they would never leave. The criticism came from the voices that were meant to speak life over you. But what the enemy meant for evil, God has meant for good. Every attack was actually preparation. Every betrayal was actually training. Every wound was actually a place where His glory could shine through the cracks. You see, chosen one, the mark you carry is not just identification. It's authorization. It's not just recognition. It's commissioning. You don't just bear the image of God. You bear the authority of God. You don't just carry His presence. You carry His power, and the world can sense it. Even when you can't see it yourself, they can feel it radiating from your being. It's in the way you walk into a room and the atmosphere shifts. It's in the way conversations change when you arrive. It's in the way demons flee and angels gather when you pray. This is why you've never fit in, chosen one. This is why you've always felt like an outsider, like you're speaking a different language, like you're from a different realm. Because you are. You are a citizen of heaven temporarily stationed on earth for such a time as this. The mark you carry is the mark of the remnant. It's the mark of those who have been set apart, consecrated, sanctified, and ordained before the foundations of the world were laid. You are part of that holy generation, that royal priesthood, that peculiar people who show forth His marvelous light in a crooked and perverse generation. But let me tell you something that's going to shake the very foundations of your understanding, chosen one. The mark you carry is not just about what God has called you to do. It's about who God has called you to be. It's not just about your ministry. It's about your identity. It's not just about your assignment. It's about your bloodline. You come from a line of warriors. You come from a line of kings and queens. You come from a line of prophets and priests. Your great-grandmother prayed prayers that are still being answered in your life today. Your great-grandfather made declarations that are still echoing in the spirit realm over your lineage. This is why the generational curses couldn't stick to you. This is why the family patterns couldn't define you. This is why the cycles of dysfunction, addiction, poverty, and failure stopped when they got to you. Because you carry the bloodline of the breakthrough generation. Let's break that down. Breakthrough. What does that mean? It means you are the answer to prayers that were prayed before you were born. You are the fulfillment of prophecies that were spoken over your lineage. You are the one who was chosen to break through every limitation, every ceiling, every barrier that has held your family line in bondage for generations. And the enemy knows it. He knows that when you fully step into who you are, when you fully embrace the mark you carry, when you fully activate the authority that flows through your veins, His kingdom will suffer irreparable damage. This is why He sends His best weapons against you, chosen one. This is why He doesn't send ordinary demons. He sends principalities. He doesn't send common temptations. He sends strategic attacks designed specifically for your genetic makeup, your psychological profile, your spiritual DNA. But here's what I need you to understand. Every attack is actually proof of your importance. Every trial is actually confirmation of your calling. Every storm is actually evidence that you're on the right path. When Pharaoh increased the workload, it meant the deliverance was near. When the persecution of the early church intensified, it meant the gospel was spreading. When the attacks on your life escalate, it means you're about to break through to a level of authority and influence that will threaten the very gates of hell. You see, chosen one, the mark you carry is not just visible to the spiritual realm. It's visible to those who have discernment. It's visible to other chosen ones. It's visible to those who walk in the prophetic. They can see it in your eyes. They can hear it in your voice. They can sense it in your presence. But it's also visible to those who walk in darkness. The fortune tellers can sense it. The witches can see it. The occultists recognize it immediately. They know you're dangerous to their kingdom. They know you carry a threat that could expose their lies and dismantle their strongholds. This is why you've had encounters with darkness that other people haven't had. This is why you've seen things in the spirit realm that others can't see. This is why you've been attacked by forces that most people don't even believe exist. But every encounter with darkness was actually training for the light. Every spiritual attack was actually preparation for spiritual warfare. Every demonic assignment sent against you was actually building your immunity, your discernment, your authority in the spirit realm. You've been in the wilderness, haven't you, chosen one? You've walked through valleys that had no names. You've climbed mountains that left you breathless and bleeding. You've crossed rivers that almost drowned you and deserts that almost consumed you. But every wilderness was actually a classroom. Every valley was actually a promotion. Every mountain was actually a platform. Every river was actually a baptism. Every desert was actually a place where you learned to hear his voice above every other voice that was trying to lead you astray. The mark you carry is the mark of the tested. It's the mark of the tried. It's the mark of the proven. It's the mark of those who have been through the fire and come out as pure gold. It's the mark of those who have been pressured like coal and emerged as diamonds. And now, chosen one, the season is shifting. The winds are changing. The spiritual atmosphere is being rearranged for your breakthrough, your elevation, your manifestation, your vindication. Can you feel it? Can you sense the shift in the spirit realm? Can you perceive that what has been hidden is about to be revealed? What has been delayed is about to be delivered. What has been denied is about to be granted. The mark you carry is about to become visible to the natural realm. The authority you've been carrying in secret is about to be displayed in public. The anointing you've been nurturing in private is about to be demonstrated in the presence of your enemies. But here's what I need you to understand, chosen one. The mark you carry comes with a price. It comes with a responsibility. It comes with an accountability that most people are not willing to accept. You cannot live like everyone else and expect to carry what everyone else cannot carry. You cannot think like the crowd and expect to impact the crowd. You cannot conform to the system and expect to transform the system. The mark you carry requires separation. It requires consecration. It requires a level of holiness that makes religious people uncomfortable and a level of authenticity that makes fake people angry. You cannot be friends with everyone and be faithful to your calling. You cannot please people and please God. You cannot serve two masters and serve either one well. This is why loneliness has been your companion, chosen one. This is why you felt isolated even in crowds. This is why you felt misunderstood even by those who claim to love you. But the loneliness was actually preparation for leadership. The isolation was actually incubation for your calling. The misunderstanding was actually protection from premature exposure. God has been keeping you hidden, not to punish you, but to prepare you. He's been keeping you separate, not to make you suffer, but to make you strong. He's been keeping you waiting, not to frustrate you, but to mature you. But the season of hiddenness is ending, chosen one. The season of waiting is concluding. The season of preparation is graduating into the season of manifestation. The mark you carry is about to become your platform. The pain you've endured is about to become your message. The tests you've passed are about to become your testimony. The battles you've won are about to become your credentials. And when you step into your full authority, when you embrace your complete identity, when you activate your total potential, the world will see what heaven has always seen. They will recognize what the enemy has always feared. They will witness what your ancestors always knew. You are not ordinary. You are not average. You are not like the rest. You are chosen. You are called. You are anointed. You are appointed. You are commissioned. You are authorized. You are empowered. You are equipped. The mark you carry is not just about you, chosen one. It's about the generation you're called to reach. It's about the lives you're called to touch. It's about the strongholds you're called to break. It's about the captives you're called to free. You are not just chosen for blessing. You are chosen for battle. You are not just called for comfort. You are called for confrontation. You are not just anointed for acceptance. You are anointed for opposition. The mark you carry makes you a weapon in the hands of the Almighty. It makes you a sword that cuts through deception. It makes you a fire that burns away everything that is not of Him. It makes you a light that exposes everything hidden in darkness. But here's what the enemy doesn't want you to know, chosen one. The mark you carry is not just defensive. It's offensive. It doesn't just protect you from attack. It enables you to launch attack. It doesn't just shield you from the enemy. It positions you to defeat the enemy. You have authority over every demon that has ever harassed you. You have power over every spirit that has ever oppressed you. You have dominion over every force that has ever tried to destroy you. The same Spirit that raised Jesus from the dead lives in you. The same power that parted the Red Sea flows through you. The same authority that cast out demons rests upon you. But you have to activate it, chosen one. You have to step into it. You have to walk in it. You have to speak with it. You have to move with it. You have to live with it. The mark you carry is not passive. It's active. It's not static. It's dynamic. It's not dormant. It's alive and moving and working and creating and changing and transforming everything it touches. And it's time, chosen one. It's time to stop hiding what God has given you. It's time to stop downplaying what heaven has deposited in you. It's time to stop minimizing what the enemy has always feared about you. The mark you carry is your divine DNA. It's your spiritual fingerprint. It's your heavenly identification. It's your kingdom authorization. It's your prophetic certification. And when you walk in the fullness of who you are, when you operate in the completeness of what you carry, when you function in the totality of what you've been given, hell will tremble and heaven will celebrate and earth will be transformed. But it starts with you, chosen one. It starts with your decision to embrace the mark you carry. It starts with your choice to accept the responsibility that comes with your calling. It starts with your commitment to walk in the authority that flows through your bloodline. You are not here by accident. You are here by appointment. You are not here by chance. You are here by choice. God's choice. Heaven's choice. Your spiritual family's choice. The mark you carry is evidence of your election. It's proof of your selection. It's confirmation of your divine appointment. It's validation of your spiritual authorization. And every person who recognizes it, who sees it, who perceives it, who discerns it, is either going to be drawn to you or threatened by you. They're either going to celebrate you or try to silence you. They're either going to support you or try to stop you. But it doesn't matter what they do, chosen one. What matters is what you do with what God has given you. What matters is how you steward the mark you carry. What matters is whether you honor the calling that rests upon your life. The mark you carry connects you to a network of other chosen ones around the world. It plugs you into a spiritual internet of intercessors, warriors, prophets, and kings who are carrying similar assignments in different locations. When you pray, they feel it. When you worship, they sense it. When you're under attack, they're moved to intercede. When you break through, They celebrate with you. You are not alone, chosen one. You are part of a royal family. You are part of a holy nation. You are part of a peculiar people. You are part of the remnant that God has reserved for himself in this final hour. The mark you carry is your family crest. It's your bloodline signature. It's your ancestral inheritance. It's your generational blessing. And it's time to stop running from it. It's time to stop hiding from it. It's time to stop apologizing for it. It's time to stop diminishing it. The mark you carry is not your burden. It's your blessing. It's not your curse. It's your calling. It's not your problem. It's your purpose. And the world needs what you carry, chosen one. The generation needs what flows through you. The kingdom needs what has been deposited in you. You are not too young. You are not too old. You are not too broken. You are not too damaged. You are not too flawed. You are not too limited. You are exactly who God needs for such a time as this. You carry exactly what the earth is groaning for. You possess exactly what hell fears most. The mark you carry is your divine mandate. It's your kingdom commission. It's your prophetic authorization. It's your spiritual credential. And when you step into the fullness of it, when you embrace the totality of it, when you activate the entirety of it, you will see miracles that will make the biblical accounts seem ordinary. You will witness breakthrough that will redefine possibility. You will experience victory that will reset expectation. You will demonstrate power that will restore faith in a generation that has forgotten how to believe. The mark you carry is not just about signs and wonders. Those signs and wonders will follow you. It's not just about miracles and healing, though miracles and healing will flow through you. It's about transformation. It's about reformation. It's about restoration. It's about revival. It's about awakening. It's about revolution. You carry the seed of a new thing that God wants to do in the earth. You carry the DNA of a fresh move of His Spirit. You carry the blueprint of a different kind of church, a different kind of ministry, a different kind of Christianity. And it will not look like what has been. It will not sound like what has been. It will not feel like what has been. It will be raw and real and relevant. It will be authentic and anointed and authoritative. It will be powerful and prophetic and transformational. The mark you carry is your participation in this new thing. It's your invitation to this fresh move. It's your inclusion in this holy revolution. But you have to say yes, chosen one. You have to surrender to it. You have to submit to it. You have to yield to it. You have to embrace it. The mark you carry will cost you everything that is not of God and give you everything that is of God. It will separate you from everything that is temporal and connect you to everything that is eternal. It will end relationships that were built on compromise and establish relationships that are built on covenant. It will close doors that were leading to dead ends and open doors that lead to divine destiny. The mark you carry is your passport to places you've never been, your access to realms you've never seen, your invitation to levels you've never imagined. But you have to trust the process, chosen one. You have to faith the journey. You have to believe the promise even when you cannot see the provision. The mark you carry comes with divine protection. It comes with angelic assistance. It comes with supernatural provision. It comes with miraculous intervention. When you walk in alignment with your calling, heaven backs you up. When you move in obedience to your assignment, the universe conspires to help you. When you operate in accordance with your purpose, resources appear that you didn't even know existed. The mark you carry makes you dangerous to the kingdom of darkness, but precious to the kingdom of light. It makes you a threat to demonic strongholds, but a treasure to divine purposes. And the time has come, chosen one. The moment has arrived. The season has shifted. The atmosphere has changed. What has been prophesied is being fulfilled. What has been promised is being delivered. What has been declared is being demonstrated. The mark you carry is not just identification anymore. It's activation. It's not just recognition anymore. It's mobilization. It's not just preparation anymore. It's implementation. You have been equipped for such a time as this. You have been anointed for such a moment as this. You have been appointed for such a season as this. The mark you carry is your divine authorization to change the world, to transform the culture, to shift the atmosphere, to break the strongholds, to free the captives, to heal the broken, to restore the fallen. You are not just a believer. You are a weapon. You are not just a Christian. You are a warrior. You are not just saved. You are sent. You are not just redeemed. You are deployed. The mark you carry is evidence that hell trembles when you pray, demons flee when you worship, strongholds crumble when you decree, and captives are freed when you declare. You carry the same spirit that anointed Jesus to preach good news to the poor, to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom for the captives, to release the prisoners from darkness, to comfort all who mourn, to bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. This is not just a scripture you read, chosen one. This is your job description. This is your assignment. This is your mandate. This is your mission. The mark you carry qualifies you for kingdom business. It authorizes you for divine activity. It empowers you for supernatural function. It equips you for miraculous operation. And the world is waiting, chosen one. The generation is watching. The kingdom is expectant. Heaven is ready. But I want you to understand something deeper about this mark you carry. It's not just external validation you're seeking. It's internal activation you're experiencing. The mark has always been there, written in the very fabric of your being, encoded in your spiritual DNA before time began. When you were in your mother's womb, the enemy was already plotting against what he knew you would become. When you took your first breath, angels were assigned to guard what heaven knew you would carry. When you spoke your first words, the spirit realm was already listening for the voice that would one day speak life into dead situations. Let's break that down again. Dead situations. What does that mean? It means you carry resurrection power. It means you have the ability to speak life into what others have declared finished. It means your voice carries the same authority that called Lazarus from the tomb, that raised the widow's son, that commanded the little girl to arise. But here's what the religious system doesn't want you to know, chosen one. They want to keep you dependent on their approval, their validation, their permission. They want you to believe that you need their laying on of hands, their ordination, their certificate to operate in what God has already deposited in you. But the mark you carry is not man-made. It's not institution-issued. It's not denomination-dependent. It's heaven-stamped, God-breathed, Spirit-sealed. You don't need their permission to heal the sick. You don't need their approval to cast out demons. You don't need their blessing to prophesy. You don't need their ordination to operate in signs and wonders. The mark you carry is your ordination. Your testimony is your credential. Your obedience is your qualification. Your faithfulness is your authorization. And that threatens them, doesn't it, chosen one? That scares the religious establishment. That challenges the status quo. That confronts the control they've tried to maintain over the move of God. But God is raising up a generation that will not be controlled, will not be contained, will not be confined to the boxes that man has built. A generation that carries the mark of the wild ones, the untamed ones, the uncompromising ones. You are part of that generation, chosen one. You carry the DNA of the revolutionaries, the reformers, the revivalists who turned the world upside down throughout history. Think about it. Moses carried this mark when he stood before Pharaoh with nothing but a rod and the word of the Lord. David carried this mark when he faced Goliath with nothing but stones and the name of his God. Esther carried this mark when she approached the king's throne without invitation, knowing it could cost her life. They all had one thing in common. They recognized that the mark they carried was greater than the opposition they faced. They understood that the authority flowing through them was higher than the powers arrayed against them. And that's exactly where you are right now, chosen one. You're standing at your Red Sea moment. You're facing your Goliath. You're approaching your king's throne. But the mark you carry gives you the same confidence it gave them, the same boldness, the same authority. the same power to shift atmospheres and change outcomes. You see, the mark you carry is not just about personal breakthrough. It's about generational transformation. It's not just about your healing. It's about healing flowing through you to heal entire family lines. It's not just about your deliverance. It's about becoming a deliverer. Every person you encounter, every life you touch, every heart you reach is being marked by the mark you carry. Your presence leaves an imprint. Your words leave an impact. Your prayers leave a legacy. This is why isolation has been so painful for you, chosen one. You were created for influence. You were designed for impact. You were made to mark others with the same mark that marks you. But the wilderness season was necessary. The hiding season was required. The preparation season was essential. Because influence without character is destruction. Impact without integrity is devastation. Authority without authenticity is manipulation. The mark you carry demanded that you be broken before you could bring breakthrough. It required that you be healed before you could bring healing. It insisted that you be delivered before you could bring deliverance. And now, chosen one, the breaking has produced the breakthrough. The healing has qualified you for the healing ministry. The deliverance has authorized you for the deliverance operation. The mark you carry is no longer in development. It's in deployment. It's no longer in preparation. It's in manifestation. It's no longer in the making. It's in the moving. But let me tell you something that will shake you to your core, chosen one. The mark you carry is not just about this lifetime. It's about eternity. It's not just about this generation. It's about generations yet unborn. Your obedience today is creating pathways for your great-great-grandchildren. Your faithfulness in this season is establishing foundations for bloodlines you'll never meet. Your breakthrough is creating precedent for victories that haven't been won yet. This is the weight of what you carry, chosen one. This is the responsibility of the mark. This is the accountability of the calling. You're not just living for yourself. You're living for the ones who will come after you. You're not just fighting for your own freedom. You're fighting for the liberation of generations. Every demonic stronghold you tear down stays down for your lineage. Every generational curse you break stays broken for your bloodline. Every ceiling you crash through stays open for your descendants. Let's break that down. Generational curse. What does that mean? It means patterns of limitation, cycles of defeat, systems of oppression that have been operating in families for decades, sometimes centuries. But the mark you carry makes you a cycle breaker, a pattern disruptor, a system destroyer. The poverty that plagued your grandparents stops with you. The addiction that devastated your parents ends with you. The divorce that divided your family tree heals with you. The mental illness that tormented your ancestors is conquered by you. This is why the attacks have been so intense. Chosen one. The enemy knows that when he loses you, he loses generations. When you break free, entire bloodlines break free. When you step into your authority, entire family systems shift into alignment. But here's what I need you to understand about the mark you carry. It's not just destructive to the enemy's kingdom. It's constructive to God's kingdom. You don't just tear down. You build up. You don't just destroy. You create. You don't just end things. You begin things. The mark you carry is the mark of the builders, the architects, the creators, the innovators, the pioneers. You're not just called to criticize what's wrong. You're called to create what's right. You're not just anointed to expose what's false. You're anointed to establish what's true. The mark you carry makes you a solution carrier, not just a problem identifier. A hope bringer, not just a darkness exposer. A life speaker, not just a death denouncer. And this generation is desperate for what you carry, chosen one. They're hungry for authenticity in a world of facades. They're thirsty for truth in a desert of deception. They're starving for hope in a wasteland of despair. The mark you carry gives you exactly what they need. Your brokenness makes you relatable. Your healing makes you credible. Your testimony makes you powerful. You don't minister from perfection. You minister from process. You don't speak from arrival. You speak from journey. You don't lead from completion. You lead from progression. And that's exactly what this generation connects with, chosen one. They don't want another perfect preacher. They want an authentic witness. They don't want another flawless leader. They want a faithful overcomer. The mark you carry qualifies you for this assignment. Your scars become your credentials. Your struggles become your strength. Your survival becomes your sermon. But you have to be willing to be vulnerable, chosen one. You have to be willing to be transparent. You have to be willing to be real. The mark you carry demands honesty. It requires authenticity. It insists on truth. You cannot fake what you carry. You cannot pretend what you possess. You cannot manufacture what you've been marked with. It either flows from genuine experience or it doesn't flow at all. It either comes from authentic encounter or it doesn't come at all. It either emerges from real relationship or it doesn't emerge at all. This is why the preparation season was so crucial, chosen one. God had to make sure that what flows through you flows from Him, not from hype. That what operates in you operates from His Spirit, not from human manipulation. The mark you carry is pure. It's uncontaminated. It's undiluted. It's uncompromised. And when it flows, people know they're encountering something real. When it operates, hearts know they're experiencing something genuine. When it manifests, lives know they're witnessing something authentic. This is your moment, chosen one. This is your Kairos moment. This is your divine appointment with destiny. The mark you carry has been waiting for this season. Your anointing has been building for this breakthrough. Your authority has been developing for this demonstration. Everything you've been through has led to this. Every test you've passed has prepared you for this. Every trial you've endured has qualified you for this. The mark you carry is about to become visible to the world, not just the spiritual world, the natural world, not just the church world, the secular world, not just the believing world, the skeptical world. They're going to see it in your eyes. They're going to hear it in your voice. They're going to feel it in your presence. They're going to witness it in your power. And they're going to know that you carry something they need, something they want, something they've been searching for their entire lives. The mark you carry is the answer to their deepest questions, the solution to their greatest problems, the key to their desperate needs. You carry healing for their hurts. You carry hope for their hopelessness. You carry freedom for their bondage. You carry light for their darkness. But you have to step out, chosen one. You have to speak up. You have to show up. You have to rise up. The mark you carry will not manifest through passivity. It will not operate through timidity. It will not flow through fear. It requires boldness. It demands courage. It insists on faith. The same mark that is upon you was upon the apostles when they turned the world upside down. The same authority that flows through you flowed through them when they healed the sick and raised the dead. The same power that rests on you rested on them when they cast out demons and broke strongholds. The same anointing that covers you covered them when they planted churches and transformed cities. You are not less than they were, chosen one. You are not lower than they were. You are not limited compared to what they experienced. The mark you carry gives you access to the same realm they accessed, the same power they demonstrated, the same authority they operated in. But it requires the same commitment they made, the same surrender they offered, the same sacrifice they embraced. Are you ready, chosen one? Are you ready to step into the fullness of what you carry? Are you ready to embrace the totality of who you are? Are you ready to activate the entirety of what has been deposited in you? The mark you carry has been preparing you for such a time as this. The world has been waiting for such a one as you. The kingdom has been expecting such a vessel as you represent. This is not the time to shrink back. This is not the season to play small. This is not the moment to hide what God has given you. The mark you carry demands manifestation. It requires demonstration. It insists on activation. You are marked, chosen one. You are chosen. You are called. You are sent. You are anointed. You are appointed. You are commissioned. You are authorized. You are empowered. You are equipped. The mark you carry is your divine DNA fully activated. Your spiritual authority completely demonstrated. Your kingdom purpose totally fulfilled. Your heavenly assignment entirely completed. This is your moment, chosen one. This is your season. This is your time. This is your hour. The mark you carry has prepared you for such a time as this. Now step into it. Walk in it. Live in it. Operate in it. Function in it. Move in it. You carry the mark of the chosen, and the world will never be the same. Hell will never recover. Heaven will never forget. And earth will never be unchanged. The mark is upon you, chosen one. The mark is in you. The mark is through you. The mark is as you. You are the mark. You are the sign. You are the wonder. You are the demonstration. You are the manifestation. You are the revelation. Rise up, chosen one. Your time is now.